But if you don't know, the original Switch that came out in, I think it was 2017, I think. And the one that came out, that's the one that I currently have, that came out in, I think, 2020 with the improved battery consumption thing, or whatever you want to, however you want to call it. I just call it improved battery life. And it probably came with something else. Those ones have a rating that it needs, I think it's like 100 write and 90 read, I think. So it needs like 100 megabytes of read and 90 megabytes of write, or it's flipped. It's like the other, but I know one of them is like supposed to be 90 and the other one's supposed to be like 100. And that's like the limit of what it'll take. And I remember a friend of mine in, was it 2017 or 2018? I can't remember. I don't remember which year it was, but it was probably around that time. And he ended up telling me that the Nintendo Switch microSD thing was rated for having up to 2 terabytes of microSD, like bonus storage kind of thing. And I thought that was kind of weird, because I've always ever thought that those kinds of cards could only go up to like 32 gigs kind of thing. Or 64 would be like the top tier of like how high they can go. Which I thought was kind of weird. That they would even say like, oh yeah, our device is rated for 2 terabytes. So you're telling me that your device is eligible for a thing that doesn't exist. Like, how do you know this? Like, I'm confused. How do you know that your device is rated for a device that doesn't even exist right now? How do you know this? It doesn't make any sense. It's probably a part of, like, what I think is probably part of one of the specs that the device can do. Like, it's probably not like something you can do right now, but it's probably something you can do later on. Which is interesting. Because again, how do we have technology at that time be compatible with something that doesn't exist at that time? It's kind of weird. Like, I think even, when was it? It was like 2020? Somewhere close to that? I think it was 2019. Was it 2019? I think so. I think that was when, was it Western Digital or was it SanDisk? I can't remember. It was one of them that came out with, it might have been SanDisk. I don't know why I had Western Digital in my head. But they came out with the 1 terabyte micro SD card, and I remember laughing at the fact that that is so weird to have that. Like, even having like 512 is overkill. Like 512 like gigabytes is just overkill no matter how you look at it. It's overkill. Like, I even have it for my Switch. Right now I have a 512 Samsung something, or rather, I can't remember what it's exactly called. I think I might have said it in a different series at some point, but like, I got it, and it was because I got an original 256 so I could upgrade the 128 that I had before. And then I found that the 512 one was not cheaper, but it was like, it was slightly, but it wasn't that much expensive like I thought it was, or what I thought it was going to be. Because how much it costed was, what was it? It was, I think the 512 was like $60 or something like that for where I am, and the 512 was like 100. So it was like you're getting double the capacity for a little less than double the price, and I thought that's a steal right there. And it was on sale, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna take that. And there we go. It was rated for the same speed, mind you. It could literally just say like, oh yeah, we can run fighter jet planes on this device too, and I'd be like, you can? And then I would just still get it. Just because like the capacity was just too hard to ignore, especially for my Switch, where I had like, with the 256, with all the like of all the Nintendo Switch games that I have on it, it was always at capacity. just because, like, just in case, like, that one day we're like, do I want to play that Pokemon game today? Maybe I'll play for about an hour. Then I click to play, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm done. It's been an hour, and I'm done playing this game. And then I just go back to it. Then I save. Then I go to the home menu, and I go, oh, this other Pokemon game, and they just click it. I like the just being able to have access to those games at all times, especially since now, is it now or is it next year? I don't remember if I read that it was supposed to be like now or was later, but like they're canceling the eShop for the 3DS, I think. Is it just the 3DS or is it also the Wii U? I don't remember if I read like that far, pretty much. But like it is said though, like they're like not specifically canceling, but like they are just done with but they're just done supporting it now, which is just weird. Like just the thing, they're like just saying it out loud, because like you have this product that people are still using, a 3DS, and they have purchased things, but yet, like on that console, but yet you're not giving them access to it, even though there is a Nintendo eShop specifically on a 3DS and a Nintendo Switch. Just backport it, so that way though you have like the legacy stuff from literally like the older consoles to work on the newer consoles. Like what, like a lot of the games that are on literally the 3DS that could be ported over to the Nintendo Switch are the ones that don't require dual screens. Like, hey, you could get it. I think it's this game, maybe? I'm not quite sure. But literally, you can play like this game on your Nintendo Switch right now, if they were to add that backport support. Like, really, you could. But yet, instead of that, they don't have any plans of doing that, which is kind of weird in my opinion, because like you still earn money from that. Like you still get money. People will still throw money at it because you want that your Nintendo Switch to be sort of like the ultimate home entertainment console kind of thing. Why do you think that like a lot of like the Xboxes and the PlayStations always have backport like backport support kind of thing, where you can play 360 games on the Xbox One kind of thing? Like that wasn't because like Xbox is like, we'll just throw that in there. No, it was because like, a lot of people don't really like, once you pay for a console, you're down like however much money, like $500, $600, we'll say, like on the round up. Especially where I am, where they're like, it's more expensive than US kind of thing. So it's like, you're down about $600. You don't have enough money to pay for a brand spanking new game now that costs like $80, like $80, $90, I think, everywhere else. And in the States, it's like $60 now. Like, you don't have enough to pay for those new games if you have to buy a new console at the same time. And plus, even if the console comes out, it just comes out, do you really want to be an early adopter to it? Because then you lose something out of it too. And I think this is where we meet Jasmine, right? Oh, okay, yeah, so you can go around it. Yeah, because that's something that I've always, sort of just always known about since I was a kid. Or kid, maybe? I don't know. Like, I've never gotten anything new. I've always had to wait for, like, a year or two before I got that console. Like, DS, I didn't have it when it first came out. I got my personal one, I think, a year or two after it came out. Why? But I did. Oh, no, you can just walk around? Okay, good. I'm just gonna walk around, grab this item real quick. Cool. Like, even nowadays, like, I wouldn't go and upgrade anything right now. I'd wait until, like, something happens. Like, wait till, like, they've ironed out most of the on-release kinks that are there. Sort of like the on-release sort of bugs and things that make the whole entire device unplayable kind of thing. What was the one that, like, Cyberpunk, I think, is a great game to sort of, like, say this too, because, like, on release, that game had so many bugs that it made the game practically unplayable. But yet, like, since day one, you know, it's been getting patches and stuff like that. Like, today would probably be, like, the perfect time for me to, like, you know, buy the game and play it now, rather than day one, because day one, I would be so, like, so done with the game that I wouldn't play it. Alright, let's continue this now. This Pokemon always kept the sea lit at night, but suddenly got sick. It's gasping for air. I understand that there is a wonderful pharmacy in Cianwood, but that's across the sea, and I can't leave Amphi unattended. May I ask you to get some medicine for me, please? Okay. Sure. But I need Surf. How do you... Wait, what? Wait, is it this? Uh-huh. Oh, no, wait, there's a drop here, isn't there? Yeah, that's why. This is probably why it is here. But yeah, so that's why you don't really see me getting like the new games right when they first are. Like right now, I'm just waiting until like Tiny Tina's Wonderland, or whatever it's called, is on sale again, and then I'll go get it. Because I don't want to go and... Like, you know, like, I just want to wait until, like, it goes on sale again. I think it's... No, I don't think it's on sale anymore. Because, like, every time, like, I try and put up time specifically to go and end up, like, playing it, I don't really have anything. Thank you. Wait a minute. That's actually really good. This will boost up Aeroblast and our Gust. Ooh. That's nice. Yeah. Now we're just even more destructive. I don't remember how to get Surf. Well, I guess we're stuck on his island. Okay. Oops, my bad. I just wanted to skip past the whole thing. Alright, let's see here. Do you give me Surf? Sure. Ah, a good rod. Nice. Okay, I'm a bit off track of where you get Surf. Hmm. Oh, let's wait. Do I already have it by any chance? Because I may have already picked it up and I just don't remember. Oh, I can't go all the way up through that. Darn, my trick never works. Okay. Okay. So I actually passed it. Yay! It's in a different town. Wonderful. I don't remember how to get it. But yeah, so like that's kind of